Hey everyone, this is High Life Electrician. I've been doing electrical for about 15 years. Thought I'd show off my tools for the guys that are just starting out in the trade and wondering what tools they need to do commercial work or residential work. Running jobs, I see a lot of guys that start out, and you know, the guys with the brand new tool bag and they got their first tools. They carry around a lot of stuff they don't need. But after 15 years of doing electrical work, I've kind of got it honed down to just what I like to call my purse. Now, a lot of guys say you need to wear your tool bags, which I agree with. You can get more work done, but I broke my back and I don't wear tool bags. So I carry around this little Klein. But what I got in here, I can run circles around these guys. They got every tool known to man attached to their hip. So what tools do you need if you're going to do commercial work or residential work 90% of the time? Well, I'm going to start off with, you're going to need an impact. An impact drill is more important than you'll ever know. It's a whole other video just on its own. That and a real drill, not a little 12 volt. Get yourself an 18 volt set. If you're going to do electrical work, get yourself an 18 volt. You won't regret it. You need to have that bigger bit size to use an auger bit or any of these other hole punch kits. So if you're going to buy a drill and an impact, make sure you go with something you can use for years to come, not a little kid toy. These 12 volt drills, they're nice and they have their place in time. And if you're doing finish work, a little 12 volt drill, a 12 volt impact is amazing. But these are the two drills I use all the time. As far as my main hand tools, when you start out, they're going to say, all you need is your hand tools. Well, you need a pair of dikes. Now, my dikes are pretty beat up, and that's not really safe electrical wise, but I don't know, I live on the edge. So we need a pair of dikes, a set of linesmans. As you can tell, I use tape to try to insulate it because I got that right there. But you shouldn't be working on live electrical, but anyways, a whole other video of safety. Anyways, a pair of wire strippers. Now get you a set that does 832 and 632 threading and cutting. See how there's see if I can get the camera to focus in those threads. So you push an 832 in or a 632 on this. Well, you thread it in on this side, you chop it, you unthread it, and then you get a nice finished edge and it's able to re-screw to a nice size. But wire strippers, set of needle nose. That's pair of 10 snips. Now that's mainly just for commercial work, but it will find its place in time in residential. But everything with steel studs, you'll want a set of those. A keyhole saw, that's really important. These are kind of tools what a journeyman's going to expect of an apprentice to have. A Torpedo Level, you can do so much with that, if you just put your mind to it. As far as screwdrivers go, you don't need much. You just need a long Phillips. You can tell I self-insulate. It's not recommended. A long flathead, big. And I call this my beater. I smack this with my electrical hammer, aka my linesman's. And what you need to do, well, this one doesn't have it, but normally there's a linesman that sits right there on your linesman set. You don't want to hit it right there, but anyways. A wire nut twirly. Make sure you always twist your wires before you're putting on a wire nut. It's a whole other video in itself. A long, skinny screwdriver. I do not beat with this one. and then just a regular flathead. And that's it for my screwdrivers. That's pretty much my whole toolkit. Now, we get down to the nitty gritties in here. I got me a thermostat screwdriver that always finds its place in time. That just kind of just sit at the bottom of my bag. I got a Stubby screwdriver, multi-tool. You want a Stubby multi. This is, I don't even know why I really carry it around, but it's a wire tap. And you can do 632, 832s, 1032s. You know, you'd be surprised how many 632s you snap out. You got to rethread something. It's really handy. You need yourself some Sharpies, a razor knife, a Sharpie, a pen, a pencil. I carry around, you know, it's amazing how much I use this. But these are data scissors, meant for data wires. But they're amazing for so many things. They just find their place in time. Anyways, and then get yourself a good tape measure. Don't cheap out. My favorite is a Fat Max 25 or 35 footer. If you really want to flex, get a 35 footer. If you're just a regular Joe, get a 25 footer. But a Fat Max is probably one of the best tape measures you can get. Yeah, if you're working by yourself, to be able to dart that out 10 or so feet is pretty nice. And then, yeah, get yourself a plug check right there. That was necessary. Look, it's brand new and I've already broke it. You'll go through a lot of them. They just sit at the bottom of your bags, and you'll use them every now and then, and they'll break. But this is pretty much every tool you'll need if you're starting out in electrical and expected to do commercial work. Now, I do residential just as much with all this. The only thing I include if I'm doing residential is a claw hammer. And yeah, that's only when I'm doing residential. But I mainly run commercial jobs. I'm a commercial journeyman. Yeah, and these are the tools I use 98% of the time. So if you have any questions or remarks, comment below. Tell me what tools that you would add, or if you think I'm just off my rocker, let me know. Yeah, you got tools like this in your bag that don't really meet up to safety. Yeah, anyways, this is High Life Electrician.